Hello, Veronica Mars fans. Well, it's time to take a look at the next episode of Season 3, Charlie Don't Surf. Logan comes over for dinner at Veronica's house, and Keith becomes increasingly annoyed when Logan refuses to answer some questions. Veronica goes into Parker Lee's room, where Veronica reveals that she was raped as well. A journalist interviews Parker, while Logan discusses finances with his accountant. Logan asks Veronica for help and searches through records in an attempt to catch the accountant. Meanwhile, a woman asks Keith to investigate her husband, who may be having an affair. Wallace informs Veronica that there was a Pi Sigma fraternity party the night of every rape. Later, Dick asks Veronica to prove that the fraternity is innocent, and Veronica agrees to just infiltrate the fraternity. Keith sees husband getting into a car with several other women. He contacts Harmony, the woman, and presents the evidence. Veronica talks to the fraternity boys, and one of them tells her information that leads her to suspecting a boy named Chip. Keith and Harmony flirt, and Harmony shows a good amount of true romantic interest in Keith. Logan's family has been donating $10,000 a month to Aaron's Kids, which Veronica learns is not actually charity. Veronica talks to Chip, who said he was with another girl, who admits it while saying that she'll never say so openly. Veronica turns her suspicion on Dick. After doing more digging, Veronica says that the money is going to Logan's illegitimate brother, Charlie Stone. Parker tells Veronica for supposedly working with the fraternity. Keith catches Harmony's husband kissing another woman. After talking to one of the other rape victims, Veronica discusses Claire with a slightly offbeat clerk, who says that Claire went in with a guy. Logan meets Charlie and they connect over surfing. However, Veronica notices some inconsistencies at Charlie's private school job. Veronica learns that Charlie is in fact a reporter who's doing a story on Logan, and Logan punches him. Keith tells Harmony that her husband was not in fact cheating after all. Veronica teams proof that another person, not one of the fraternity members, was with Claire the night she was raped. While retrieving Logan's watch, Veronica learns that Logan actually has a half-brother. Interesting. So now let's take a look at the production of this episode. The episode was written by executive producer Dan Ruggiero and Jason Ellen, and directed by Jason Blum, making Ruggiero's 14th writing credit, Ellen's first and only creating writer for the show, and Blum's third directing credit for the series. The episode features several notable guest stars. Matt Shurshky, sorry if I butchered the pronunciation of that, appears as Vanity Fair reporter Norma Phipps, who poses as Logan's half-brother for a story. Shurshky was a series regular at the time for Gilmore Girls, the lead-in show for Veronica Mars. Ryan Eggold appears as Charlie Stone, Logan's actual half-brother. According to Variety, the role was initially scheduled to be a recurring one. Series regular Tina Majorina filmed scenes for the episode, although they were deleted in post-production. In a first appearance, Laura San Giacomo plays Harmony Chase, a woman who hires Keith to investigate her cheating husband. The two were both series regulars on the NBC sitcom Just Shoot Me. The two actors maintained a close friendship after their sitcom was canceled, and when Rob Thomas brought up a romantic storyline for Keith to Colleen Tony, he suggested Giacomo for the role. Giacomo accepted the role, later stating, quote, "It was kind of a no-brainer for me. I love Rico, loved working with him, and it was just as much fun as I thought it would be." In addition to sharing in jokes about Just Shoot Me while on set, Colleen Tony also remembered what a good actress he thought she was in the earlier days. After the first appearance, both Colleen Tony and Giacomo lobbied for more storylines together. Thomas was open to the possibility, saying, quote, "I wouldn't hesitate to go back to this, because I was really happy how it played out." Giacomo will go on to appear on 3 episodes of the show. Nice. So overall, I think this episode is pretty good, and the fact that actually Logan has a half-brother is kind of a bit of a revelation, so yeah. So overall, I give Charlie Don't Surf 4 marshmallows out of 5. Well, anyway, tune in a bit as we take a look at the next episode, President Evil. So until then, remember everyone, the game's afoot.